Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's Ann Varillo here with stampwithann.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Auburn, New York. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. It's Monday, April 7th. And I normally go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11, but I did pre-record this video because I have a few doctor's appointments and things coming up. But I wanted to stick to my schedule and at least be here at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So I decided I was going to pre-record the video because I have so much fun this week to share with you. You guys are going to love the stamp set that I'm featuring this week for my card class kit to go. Now, if you don't know about my card class kit to go, if you make a $45 purchase in my online store, I send you a kit that has supplies to make 6 cards, and that's 2 of each design. So, and if you spend $55 or over, I actually include a package of embellishments for you as well. So anyways, there's information down below in the link. You can get more info on that. And I also have a craft and create club that it's a monthly subscription. We're using, for April, we're featuring the Ocean Friends bundle. There's some super cute cards that we've created, and in the Craft and Create Club you get 8 cards, so it's 2 of each design, and I designed 4 cards for that. So take a peek at that. The link is also below. Now, if you're watching me on my YouTube channel and you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notifications of when I go live or when I post videos. And also give me a thumbs up and a like. I always like to see those. And let me know where you're watching from. Drop me a comment. I love to go back and read the comments. And the same goes for Facebook. If you're watching me on Facebook and you're not following my page, make sure you follow my page, and you'll get notified of when I go live or when I post videos there as well. So let's get started. This set is so cute, you guys. It's a little snarky, like a little sassy. So I'm excited to share it with you, but let's pop down to my craft table. Okay, so you guys are gonna laugh. I think this set is so cute, but it's called One More Year, and it's really kind of birthday related. And I just love the little sassy comments. Happy birthday now back to me. I love this one. You're how old in dog years? In dog years, you'd be ... And then aging fine like cheese and wine. I love that one. At least you're not as old as you will be next year. Now that was pretty funny. So I created 3 different cards this week, and I want to share them all with you before we get started. So this is the card we're going to make today. Just for you. Isn't it cute? And I used the Wildflower Birthday. I think that's what this is. The Wildflower Birthday Designer Series paper. The, what dies are these? These are the Spotlight on Nature dies, and I just thought it was cute, but look, I did use, this sentiment is from Labeled with Love, but I thought it went perfect with this because just for you, and then when you open it up inside, happy birthday now back to me. So you know, these are little sassy cards, but I thought they were super cute. So this is the one we're going to make today. This is the one we're going to do Wednesday, aging fine like cheese and wine. And then on the inside, I said, I used the happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser. So I thought that one was real cute too. Now these cards this week, I do a lot of Stampin' blends. So, and then this is your how old in dog years you'd be ... And then I love the little doggy. He's so cute. And then at least you're not as old as you will be next year. And this is this is going to be a fun fold, and it's also a card, gift card card. So we're going to do that one on Friday. Back to my fun folds on Friday. So let's get started. Okay, so grab my kit over here. So you're going to get your kit, and I'm going to include all these dies because whatever I'm using in my bundle for that week or my stamp set, if I use different dies that aren't in that set, then I include everything die cut. So you're going to get these, You're going to get your designer series paper and your panels, and then an inside panel as well. So let's get started. I'm featuring, oops, just lost something out of my cart here. Lost Lagoon paper here. Let's just go ahead and burnish that score line real good. Do it on this side. And then this is Pool Party and the Wildflower Birthday designer series paper, or specialty paper, I guess. So I'm just going to adhere this front panel to the, now this is a very easy card. So it's good for beginners if you're just coming into stamping. It's easy, but it's got a lot of elements to it. So it kind of just pops. And then we're just gonna layer that to this panel here. Make sure I get that straight. It's kind of hard to see when my colors are very similar. Okay. And we'll go ahead and adhere it to the front here. I kind of like to do all my layering. Okay, oops. We'll move this a little bit over. There we go. Oh, you know what? I need to add a little bit of glue to the inside here. Yes, I'm going to miss you guys live. I love to do my lives because I like to talk to everybody. But life sometimes happens, right? You got to arrange your schedule. Okay, so there's that. Now let's go ahead and I include this little strip of designer series paper. We're just going to put this in the inside panel. And if you're watching me on a replay and you bought, oh, let's see. I want to put this up this way. See the little things, scalloped edges are going up. And you bought from me last week. I just want to give you guys a big shout out for everybody that made a purchase. That really helps me. And your kits are going to be coming on Tuesday. So I've got most of them cut out. I just have a few more to do. Now, sometimes when I'm cutting, I might leave like a 1/16 of an inch, I guess. Just trim that off with your paper snips. There we go. And that'll solve that. Oh, my little trash can's too far away. Okay, so we'll leave that aside for now. And guess what? I need, I don't have it. I'm going to use this. This is my project sheets, but I'm just going to use this because we're going to do a little bit of stamping here. I used this little stamp, kind of like a party, what do you call them? Confetti maybe, stars. So I'm going to do that. Actually, let me see which block I want to use. No, I'm deciding which block I want to use. I'm going to use this block. Nope, I'm going to use. I'll use this block. Okay. So, as in many times I have issues with lots of white or lots of blank space, I don't know. But I wanted to incorporate this stamp as well, just to give it kind of a little pop. Plus I love stamping. So I'm just gonna come in here, make sure it's on the right side, and I'm just gonna stamp, turn my stamp around, oops, and stamp off the edges. Turn it around again. And I'm just randomly going over spaces. around the circle die, Spotlight on Nature die. And I'm going to go through the whole one, even though that is covering up some of it. I just like to get a good visual, and so that's why I do that. Just want to come in here a little bit more. You just want to do this gently, so don't rock your stamp because you'll get ink. See how this has got some ink on those edges? You don't want to have that get on your piece of work here. So I'm just going to do one more right here. And I think I'm going to do one up here. Let's see. Maybe one right over here. I'll use a bigger one. Let's see. No, I'll use a small one. There we go. And then, as I always do, I kind of just test it out and look. And you can also move it around if you've got, you know, a little bit of white space there or blank space like here and here. And I think we're going to leave it at that. So that's that one. Gotta clean off that stamp. I'm so glad you guys are watching my replay. I'll just leave that there for now. And now we're going to use the Labeled with Love Just For You stamp, and I'm going to stamp it on the Stylish Shape die, which you're going to get in your kit. Kind of make that straight. Again, I'm using the Lost Lagoon ink. Okay, we're just going to come in here. Hopefully I get this straight. And just pop that down. There we go. I'll close this up. Actually, you know, I won't. What color did I stamp in here? Happy Birthday Now Back to Me. I did that in Lost Lagoon, so we're going to go ahead and stamp that right now too on our inside panel. I just think it's so sassy. It's like sassy, you know, those funny cards you always find in the card shops. Happy Birthday Now Back to Me. Okay, we're going to just stamp that. Hopefully this will come out straight. There we go. Good. And now I think I can put this away. Now for some stamping and coloring. We're going to go ahead and stamp the birthday cake in Memento Black ink, because this is the ink you use when you're using the Stampin' blends. Just want to make sure I get that inked up real good. Yeah, okay, put that over there. We're just going to go ahead, stamp our birthday cake right in the middle of the circle, like so. And then we are going to color. So for this card, I've used several different colors: Daffodil Delight, Pretty in Pink, Lost Lagoon, and Pool Party. So I'm going to start out with my dark Daffodil Delight for the candles. I'm just going to come in here with the bullet point tip, because these are very small little images, so it's easier to have better control when you have your bullet point tips. So just like that. Now, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to change up my colors a little bit. I'm going to use pink for the frosting. So I'm coming in with Pretty in Pink Dark. Again, I'm just using my bullet point for this. I wanted to change it up a little. Because, you know, this could be strawberry frosting, maybe, or cherry. I was trying to think that the yellow could have been like vanilla frosting. But I kind of liked it. Pink. And then I'm going to come across the top here, and I'm going to use my wider not bullet point, the tip, the brush tip. Just kind of get some color around there. There we go. So that's that with the pretty in pink. And now I'm going to do the frosting, or the cake actually, in Daffodil Delight. So I'm using light at first. Yeah, light, Daffodil Delight. And I don't like using that brush tip, so I'm going to go back to my bullet point tip. And usually I should have my glasses on. Sorry, my head is just down here because I don't have my glasses on, and I can't see if I'm looking at the camera. I can't see what I'm coloring. Now, there are some demonstrators that are super good at that. I'm not one of them. So I'm just going to come in here, finish that off. Now, you don't have to use so many colors if you don't want to. Like I incorporated Pool Party. You could just get away with Lost Lagoon if you wanted to. So you don't have to use a lot of different colors. Okay, so that's that. Now for Pool Party, I'm going to use dark. And I'm actually just going to come around here. Oops. That's our delivery thing for Amazon. That's our Alexa leaving a message for us. Okay, so that's that. And I used the dark. I didn't use the light. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to use, I'm going to use the light Lost Lagoon. And I'm not doing a lot of shading for this. I'm just going to color it. And you don't have to, you know, you don't have to do lots of shading. This one I did a little bit more. I used dark in there. Okay, that's good. All right, so there's our colored cake. Cute, right? Okay, so now our next step. Now I'll warn you, I'm not the greatest at this either, but we're gonna do it together. So I'm gonna have, by the way, a lot of these things are on, that I'm using this week, they are in the last chance products list. So like this gold thread that was crazy popular for Valentine's Day, the Marbled Excellence Suite. Now if I can get this open, be good. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it around a couple times, but I'm gonna use my Stampin' seal. And this is how I do it. You could probably figure out better ways, but since this is such a big, long piece, I don't use my fingers to wrap it around my fingers 4 times. I'm just gonna use it here. And you just wanna put some Stampin' seal. I just did a new Stampin' seal. So let's hope that's good. And then I'm just gonna start, I'm gonna leave a little bit of an edge here, right? And oops, this is why I say I don't do it very good. And then I'm just going to come back and forth with it. As I'm sticking it to my fingers. You kind of want to crisscross it, like, but you want to make sure you get enough on your loops. And kind of try and make them a little bit different sizes so you have a little bit of variation in there. And you see how I'm just kind of keeping it stuck right to that middle part. And then I'll come back with this one again. So I'm just going to do it a couple times. And I will end it. Oops. Let's see here. Let's see how that looks. As I'm, okay, that's fine. We're just going to cut some off here, cut some off here. And you can always adjust it. So if you want to just move these around a little bit, squeeze them in closer together, you can do that as well. Just there. So next I am going to pop this up on some dimensionals. That wasn't so bad, right? Oops. I don't want to use minis. I want to use my regular ones. The little trick here is don't put your dimensionals on your thread. I don't do that because it kind of gets it. If you have dimensionals here and on the middle, you're going to get an imbalance. So I just put it on the edges around here. Okay, we're almost done. Now, don't forget my card club, Craft and Create Club is going to be super fun this month in April. It's the Ocean Friends, so check out the link below and you will see the examples. Okay, wait, we have to glue this down first. So let's go ahead and glue this down. I realized in my sneak peek, because I always do a sneak peek of my Craft and Create Club, I realized that I didn't show the cards. I normally always show the cards. I just showed the bundle. But you can kind of see on my blog the cards we're using. The cards I designed. All right, now we're going to come up here with this. I kind of put it off center just because I like things. Sometimes I like everything like lined up perfectly in the middle. But I like to have a little bit of variation to the kind of the aesthetics of it, I guess you'd call it. There's that. Now I'm going to pop this up. Use my Stampin' Dimensionals again. Oh darn, where did they go? Oh, they're over here. Okay, we're almost done. I will be live on Wednesday though. So come join me on Wednesday. Did I get that? Yeah, I got that good. Okay. So we're just going to kind of drop that right there. And now we have to do the inside. And I am going to use my Stampin' seal. And we'll come up here, just kind of get that even. There we go. Okay, that's our sassy little birthday card just for you. Happy birthday, now back to me. And I think I like the colors this way better than this way, but they're both cute. So anywho, thanks you guys for joining me today. Don't forget to leave me a comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will see you for sure Friday. Not Friday. Well, Wednesday and Friday. I will see you guys for sure Wednesday and Friday live. So bye. Have a good one.